get our basket and we get ready. Okay. 2 dry cloth for windows, for mirrors. And we get our scraper, razor blade scraper, plastic scraper, sharp knife, screwdriver, paintbrush, white Scaro, magic sponge, a green Scaro. I'm leaving in there for now. I might not need it. Okay. Alright, so now we get some water in 2 buckets. One for the windows, really a lot. And one just for the walls and everything else. You have to get water just until about here. That much water we need to put in for the windows. And it's really soapy. The next step we dust the walls. We dust everything down. If it wasn't initially cleaned before and there's a lot of dust, we'll help you to dust it down. Either with a dust pen, a duster or a broom. Whatever it's easier for you. Next step, we vacuum everything. We need to open the flowways, the drainage up, and if there's anything we need to scrub it off. We need to scrub it off and watch if there's anything on here, and then we need to vacuum it in. So next step, we check all the stickers, all of them show on the side. All of them. So we're checking them first. Are they easy to take off? Yes, this one is. This one is. I always collect my rubbish in my pocket. Let's pretend it wasn't easy and it will break up and it's really difficult and it would leave some sticky residue. What we would do then, okay, get big orange, white Scaro, wet it a little bit, not dry, to come off, and then I'll put orange on the sticker And most of the time the best thing is to do just to leave it a little bit. It depending on the stickers, some of them are so stuck to it, some of them are easier. So normally I would leave it for 10 minutes, do everything else, come back and then peel it off. Alright, now we are off to the walls. Start with one corner, go around and finish on the other one. Start top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. The trick to the walls is to really squeeze your cloth out well. You don't need it wet, otherwise you have to use another cloth to dry it up. So all we want is just collect the dust from the wall. Now a good idea is to put it that way. When you start wiping, it's better rather than that way. Okay, so start from the top. I have my scraper in my hand right away. This is something that 100% there will be something for you to scrape. Okay. While I'm wiping, I'm watching if there's something that I need to scrape. Any grout that looks out of the grouting areas needs to be scraped off. Any paint, any render, plaster, silicone, everything needs to go. It has to look brand new after you finish. So we're not just getting rid of the white dust, but we're also getting rid of every substance that's not supposed to be there. Okay. Now this is as much as I would take. I know that my cloth is already dirty, so I turn it around and use this part now. And I'll go over it again. Still watching, still looking if there's something, do I still need to scrap something? Yes, I found something. And just to make sure that I got it all, I'll turn it around and I will use this nice and clean part again. When you wipe it, make sure that you wipe in one direction. It's either that way, and make sure you get the corners, or it is that way, making sure you get those corners. But don't try to go that way, you're wasting your time and energy. So this is as much as I would do. This is clean for me, I'm leaving it. I'm moving to another area. So about 3 times. And every time I come down, I'll wash my clothes. The more often I wash it, the better job will be. Squeeze it really well. This is as far as I would go. This is dirty. Turning it around, go over it again. Watch it. Have I missed anything? And just to make sure, I'll go once over again. Done. About 3 times. Now this part, we do have our 2 dry cloths. Just with that one is enough, if you just go over it. It's polished. Sometimes if certain things are left on it, you could use a white scaler. If there will be something very sticky or a silicone that you will take off the top, but the rest is still on it, use your white scaler with big orange. Use big orange, wet your scaler a little bit, put a little bit of the orange on the side. After every time you use some chemicals, any type of chemicals, you need to wipe it off. If you do find something that it might be silicone, might be some other substances, white scaler it's safe to use on anything, so use that. So, and then I'll just grab my first dry one and polish it off. And we'll continue. Watch if there's something like this. Be careful on this material. With the razor blade scraper, you gotta be careful, you might scratch it. So be careful when you do that. Just try to apply just for that part. In this case, this is some kind of glue. Be careful. The rest I will be taking off with my white scaler. In this case, I would want to try Jif. My scaler is moist. In this case, this is just a damage. It's not going to come off. So we'd have to leave it, and I'll put it in my notes that there is some damage to the tiles. Continue. I'll finish all the top so I can take my letter out and continue on the bottom. By now I'm going to check my water. If it's dirty, we need to change it. Use a toilet for it, but check first if it's working. If it's working, you can put it in there. If it doesn't, we need to go outside. While I'm there, I might as well do the bottom part of this.